C-O-U-G-A-R-S, let's go! C-O-U-G-A-R-S, C-O-U-G-A-R-S, let's go! C-O-U-G-A-R-S.
Here's one for magic that lives within, for seeing beauty in the commonest of things.
Ellie is my 20-year-old daughter. She has Down syndrome. This little girl is just a firecracker. Ellie is a hoot. She is a character. She is very funny. What she lacks in intelligence, she makes up for in personality. She is personality plus.
Jana's very excitable and happy, but she brings a lot of joy to our family with her enthusiasm and excitement. We always call her hyper happy because she's just so full of joy.
Even when she was 4 years old and taking dance classes, she was stealing the stage, making everybody applaud and go crazy.
There was a lot of programs for kids that were younger, and when we came to high school, the only option really was adapted sports. And because adapted sports is 7th through 12th grade boys and girls, my daughter, Jana, would be too overwhelmed with the intensity.
And that's a wonderful program for lots of the 8th graders through 12th graders who have special needs. However, she could not participate. Ellie has a lot of knee problems, and because of the physical constraints that she has, she's really not able to run. She's really not able to compete in sports.
I feel like I really don't have any extracurricular activities left, and I know that I try to join the adapted sports, but somehow I'm too smart to play.
Adapted sports, which was the only option, was not really an option for her.
I was sitting in the bleachers cheering on the adapted sports team, and one of the coaches for the team walked up to me and she said, "What would you think about starting an adapted cheer group?" And I said, "Sure."
We could see your girls being cheerleaders. They're excitable, they think it would be fun, but the school can't really, pay anybody. We don't have any staffing, so if you want to do it, it's strictly a parent thing. And so Susan mainly and me as an associate kind of put together a team so that the girls who couldn't really participate in that level of sports would have an opportunity to do something.
I found out basically when I went to a soccer game, I saw that you can cheer, and my mom decided that you should try this. I'm like, yeah, because I did varsity and I didn't make it, so might as well try another way of doing it.
I was really excited. I was a cheerleader for 7 years, in junior high, high school, and college. And so I understand the sense of how fun it is, the community. And honestly, if you knew Jana, it just fits Jana. Jana is excitable. She is just like a born cheerleader. Just anything she's clapping and cheering. And to me, it was like, this is the answer. This is the thing that she can connect and do that will help her thrive in what she's really good at, which is being excited and enthusiastic.
So I named the cheerleading name the Cougarettes. It's more like a Centennial High School Sparkle Squad, but I named it the Cougarettes because I thought it was pretty catchy. Catchy!
And then we tried to start figuring out how to cheer. So what we did was got on YouTube and we Googled cheers. And we watched other girls cheer, and we wrote down those cheers.
And then we got right to work on practicing routines and cheers. And, sometimes we would just practice, clapping.
Just clapping together in harmony. It seems so simple, but to kids with special needs, that is not simple. And so we were all kind of clapping differently, and we didn't have any rhythm going. So that was one of the first things we did, was we learned dig, clap, dig, clap. Dig, clap.
How are you learning the cheers? I love doing that. It's very fun.
I like splits a lot and I like it. I like splits on top of my knees and sit on the floor and straight my legs.
I went all the way out like an airplane through the stunt.
And I did the one with the one leg. I stand up on one leg and hold it up in the air.
That's true.
Well, the first games, learning to just get out there in front of people was challenging for the girls. The buzzers and the noise were challenging for a lot of the girls. You would see a lot of girls watching the clock tick down and then immediately cover their ears. But it was really fun to see them in time overcome those fears and just get out there and shine. And the audience response to the girls was just amazing.
We would go running down on the field by the students, and they would put out their hands and give us high fives, as we're running by them. And then the student body would all stand up and chant, "Let's go, Ellie!" and cheer us on. I mean, we were a spectacle. We were kind of celebrities. We were really well liked.
If anybody wants to find me, I'll be in the last place you would look. In a place where people used to be, a land that's called reality. You'll find me there. I won't be catching up on Reddit. I won't be watching any news. I'll let the planet spin without me, 'cause everything has been without me sometime. And everyone will be alright if I'm not live by satellite. It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother to Facebook message or call me, 'cause I'm living life in
Amazing. Susan is just, so organized and talented and really connected with the girls. She did a great job.
She's best coach ever. I love her so much.
She is very nice coach, and she helps
Yes,
us.
yes.
Including
She's the
Cheryl.
beautiful girl that helped us out.
Best coach ever.
I love her.
Well, for coaches, they're great motivators for Cougarettes like us.
Cheryl Eliason she was the one who helped to keep me calm during stressful competitions and would always just be there to support me. She was my sounding board. I never did anything without consulting her.
Plus, she organizes she organizes parties.
She organizes surprise parties too.
And she has great experiences when it comes to having fun with a lot of cheerleading.
And every single one of them, like I said, special education, people think of disability, but they kind of forget the special part of that word. And, I could talk about every single girl and what was special about them and what they taught me about appreciating life and living well and their unique view on life, which is just amazing.
Bailey Sandbakken is very animated. She's a fashion queen. She dresses to the nines. Stephanie Sabetsky and I are very close. She's like a daughter to me. She was the perfect cheerleader. She is filled with a natural cheer. Brooke Shellstead, she has the gift of silliness. She's a giggler, plus people with Down syndrome tend to be very flexible. She could lay down on the ground and lift one leg straight up in the air. Samantha Stryer was a cheerleader in the middle school. She was my mentor. She helped to teach me things that she learned from cheerleading when she was in the middle school. Sage Daniels has such a strong voice. She cheered with so much strength. One of the happiest people you'd ever want to meet. I think our big turning point came one day when a friend of mine called me and asked me if our cheerleaders would like to be in their cheerleading competition at Totino Grace. And I said sure, but I really didn't know what a competition was. When I was in high school, the girls who were cheerleaders didn't have competitions.
I remember hours and hours and hours of practice to learn a very simple routine. You know, and Susan and I think when we started, we're like, what have we got ourselves into? Because, you know, it's when you see them perform it, you just have no idea what it took behind the scenes to get them to know their places, to remember the song, to remember when to clap, when not to clap.
And we got to the point where we could chant in harmony, and we could clap in harmony, and we could move in harmony. And I'm thinking, dang, we're pretty good. So we went to the competition that following Saturday, and we were all so shocked. First of all, there were 1,300 people there to watch this cheerleading competition. I've never been in front of that many people ever in my life.
Well, when we first been on the stage, we saw tons and tons of people, and we were kind of nervous.
Because I didn't know, because of the audience. Yes, too much for me. It was really big.
Second of all, these cheerleaders were down there on the gymnasium floor doing these flips and these spirals, and all I could think is, oh my gosh, we are going to bomb. When the other cheerleaders would get out there on the floor to cheer, the rest of the audience would just kind of sit there and watch them kind of passively, like they'd seen it a million times. And when the other cheerleaders would put up their cards for the audience to chant C or H or whatever, the audience just kind of sat there and nobody really responded to them the way that they wanted to, except for maybe the parents of the squad, you know, who was performing. Then it was our turn. And we literally got out there and just went rah, rah, shish, gaba. You know, we really did not do anything spectacular. When we got to the point where we were holding up our cards, we said, give me a C. And the whole crowd erupts, C! And I had like all these chills up my arms. I'm like, what's happening? And then give me an O. And we hear, oh! It was like this thunderous sound in this gymnasium. The roof was like ready to erupt off of the place. It was so powerful. And I'm thinking, what's happening here? What's going on? And then we got finished, and I'm gonna cry. Everybody in the audience stood up and gave us a standing ovation. We were a roaring success. And I thought, wow, this was amazing. And one of the moms came up to me and she said, so is that it? You know, should we leave or should we stay? And I said, well, that's it, you know, because all they're going to do now are give out awards, and I'm sure we're not going to be getting an award, so you can go. And so this mom left, and the rest of us were just kind of curious about the awards, so we stayed. So during the award time, we went into the gymnasium again, sat down on the mat, and we were really ready for all the cheerleaders who had worked so hard and done such a magnificent job to get all the big trophies. Well, guess what? The very first trophy was given to our squad, and we couldn't believe it. We went running up there, we got our trophy. You would have think that we had just won an Olympic gold medal. It was such a big deal. We went crazy.
Happy
and proud and excited
and
pumped.
It makes us feel encouraged.
Courage. True, baby.
Yeah.
I feel really good about myself.
And their joy at getting that trophy and just being made to feel special that they could accomplish something was just indescribable. It was amazing.
It makes you feel speechless and I don't know what to say.
I was crying full of tears with joy.
I just saw a lot of girls shining in the sense of an identity. You know, when people talk to you about who you are and what you do, I would hear Janice say, I'm a cheerleader. You know, I'm a cheerleader. This is what I do. And the pride that comes from having something that you've worked at and accomplish it, you know, that's tough for a lot of kids with special needs, you know, because they're so defined by what they can't do. And here's something that they can do that really helped each of the girls shine and have a sense of identity. So for my daughter, it was, you know, again, the highlight of her high school years.
I could never wrap my brain around the enormity of this. It will probably, when I'm 90 years old and sitting in a wheelchair in a nursing home, I will look back on my life and say, this was the best part of my life.
Well, I had to say that changed my life because I thought I was some kind of shy girl until cheerleading gave me confidence. I should have a chance to I should get a chance for people to recognize me because for now I just want to be heard.
The best thing about being a cheerleader, everybody will like you being a cheerleader. They will cheer for you. They will be happy for you and help for you whenever you need it.
If any of you girls with special needs out there want to be cheerleaders, just believe in yourself. If you need a coach,
Believe in your dreams.
Here's one for dreamers who took that step. Here's one for every time they jumped without a net. Here's one for misfits who broke the rules, who feared the boredom more than scorn or ridicule. You're scared to fly in the endless sky when the voices say that there's no way you'll ever make the grade. Let's say you try and you fall from high. When the sun is set, will you regret the fall or the times you did nothing at all?